That's Herbalife. That's Herbalife. So guys, we've spoken about why we do what we do. We've spoken about how we do it, which is through you, our distributors, but operating today in a world like never before where the brand of Herbalife is so recognized. Now let's spend a moment and let's talk about what we do. And what we do, of course, is that we bring our amazing products to the market and we share those products with people in our community. So I mentioned to you when I first came on stage about these friends that I have. These friends, and they work for traditional businesses, for traditional companies. And so they really struggle to understand what it is that we do at Herbalife. And so regularly I have dinner with them, and they really struggle to understand, and so they ask me questions. And they say, so Des, look, 94 countries, millions of distributors, this incredible success in so many markets. They say you must have this really incredible screening process, a process of filtering, so that you only accept to Herbalife people who are incredible salespeople. And I say, no, we welcome everyone to our Herbalife family. But now they're puzzled, right? Because they can't understand this. And so they say, wow, so you have this incredible success, $7 billion US in suggested retail sales, and yet these people, these distributors, they aren't professional salespeople. I say, yeah, that's right, that's what we do. And they say, so, wow, well then you have these training events. So at these training events, you must spend hours and hours and hours really just with hard, aggressive training on sales techniques, really intense training on sales techniques. And I say, no, really, yes, we have these big events, but we have fun, we have parties, we have recognition, we have concerts, we have fun. And now they're even more puzzled. And they say, so wow, so how is this possible? And then they say, so wow, maybe you must have been incredible leaders then, people who lead these distributors. And so these people there, and I say, oh, okay, now that we do. Yes, of course, absolutely. We have incredible leaders of our organizations around the world. And they say, okay, now that makes sense. So they say these leaders of these sales organizations, these people, now they come from generations of salespeople before them. They have sales in their blood, these leaders of the organizations. And I say, no, they really don't. I mean, I think of our top leaders. Let me see. I think Chanel was before Herbalife. He was a businessman, right? He wasn't a salesman, he was a businessman. I think of Edgar, right? Edgar in the government, international relations, okay, right? Not in sales. And then I think of international leaders. I think, and then we have Mr. and Mrs. Kim from Korea. And they say, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Kim, they were salespeople before Herbalife. And I say, no, before Herbalife they had 5 cows. Before Herbalife. So now they're really confused, and they say, but Des, how is this possible? How is this possible that all these people who have no sales background, these leaders who don't come from professional sales, how it is possible that these people have such incredible success? And I say to them, it's difficult to explain, but all I can tell you is that to understand, you have to use the products. You have to use the products. Because Because I say, if you use the products, that you'll understand. Because when you take these products every day, what you have is such a product result that you feel more energy, you feel better health. And when you have that experience, you just can't wait to share these products with the people in your communities, people in your family, people that you love, that you care for. And that's why it is that it doesn't matter what people's background is. What matters is that they use the products and then they have this desire to share them with people that they care for. 38 years ago, our founder, Mark Hughes, he started Herbalife with a simple message. And that message was, use the product, wear the button, or today we say wear the brand, and talk to people. And that was successful 38 years ago. It's just as successful today. That's what our distributors do every day. And that's what you do, and that's why it is that taking the products is so important. Because when you take these products, you have a product result that then makes you want to share them with people in your communities. When I see an unhealthy person, when I see a person that is overweight, when I see a person that is lacking in energy, even I want to rush up to them and shake them and say, you need some Herbalife. And I'm not a distributor, but that's what I want to do. And so that's why it is that our products are so important, and that's what we do every single day. We bring these products and we share them with people in our communities. But what I want you to know is that as we look to the future, that we're going to continue to have these products in 94 countries, 38 years, that we're going to continue to create the best-in-class products around the world. And we have behind these products an incredible group of nutrition and scientist experts. And your company, Herbalife, continues to make huge investments ensuring that we have best-in-class products. We now have 5 of our own manufacturing facilities around the world. We have 10 of our own laboratories. Then these laboratories are for quality testing that are at the highest level of certification. And what you should know is that one of these 10 laboratories, its only purpose is to test the result of the other 9 laboratories. That is our commitment to the highest quality. In addition, we have various certifications, including certifications for sports, so that professional athletes and Olympic athletes can have absolute confidence in our products. On staff, we have over 300 scientists, and we have 36 PhDs, people with the highest level of education. And over the past years, we have invested over $250 million in ensuring that our facilities are the absolute best they can be. And what I want you to know is that it's not just in products. In addition to support the business, we're investing in state-of-the-art infrastructure in every considered area. Whether it's computer systems, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's business intelligence, your company, Herbalife, continues to make huge investments, not for today, but for the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 20 years. So again, for anybody here who is looking to the future, what you should know is that your company, Herbalife, is committed to making the investments to support your business. And one of the things that is hugely important to Rich Gudis as our new CEO is the concept of innovation. Mark Hughes was an innovator. When he created the first Formula One shape, he was years ahead of his time. But what's important is that Herbalife continues to innovate, so we continue to be ahead of our time and on the leading edge. And what I want you to know is that we're looking at that in a number of areas. The first area is that of technology. Because the reality is that the world is changing out there. There is a whole new world of technology. Back as little as 20 years ago, there was only 100,000 mainframe computers. Then, of course, along came PCs, and eventually there was 10 million PCs. Now there are 6 billion mobile phones in the world. Soon there will be 75 billion connected devices where your refrigerator, your car, your phone, connected devices in the home. This is now the digital age. And in that digital age, things are changing. Here is a 28-year-old. This is the 28-year-old of the world. And Ayşe here in Turkey, she checks her mobile phone 150 times a day. For those of us who are not millennials, it is impossible to think of doing anything 150 times a day. But the millennials here, that's what millennials are doing. They're looking on social media, they're checking their tweets, their Instagram, their Facebook, their contacts, their texts 150 times a day. On average, about 4 hours a day. Everything is done through their mobile phones. That is the world of the next generation. But what I want you to know is that we are today servicing that generation. We're servicing this new connected customer. And so we are developing the technology so that we will create the connected distributor. And this is something that we are rolling out in the US now and soon around the world, so that for the next generation of our customers, the next generation of distributors, we will provide the latest technology so that you have the connected distributor. That's Herbalife. That's our commitment to innovation. That's our commitment to the next 20 years of Herbalife in Turkey and around the world. Talk to you about something that is hugely exciting, and that is our future product. So guys, what you know is that we have the most amazing products, but as we look to the future, I want to give you some semblance of some things. Some of these may come to reality, some of these may not come, because they're concepts. But the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is product sizes. So today around the world we've got 30 servings, we've got 20 servings, but now we're focused on smaller sizes, on 10 servings, to increase the affordability of our products to more people. Are you excited about that? The concept of 10 serving sizes? Yeah. But in addition, for the most part, we say we start our day with an Herbalife shake, but in the future we want people to consume Herbalife products throughout the day. And so we're looking at new products in the form of smoothies, of soups. We've introduced a dinner shake. And we're also looking at creating a protein-enriched salad dressing. So even on a regular meal, people can consume our Herbalife products and have the power of Herbalife. This is Herbalife. And by the way, the dinner shake already introduced in Russia, and in fact it just literally won an innovation award, just literally on the market. It's already been an innovation award. That's Herbalife. But in addition, we're looking at life stages. We realize that the difference in different stages of nutrition. So what we will be introducing in the future is products for teenagers, products for nursing mothers, people who are carrying a baby need extra nutrition, people who need improved immunity. We need products for postmenopausal women. We need products for men over 50, or in my case is 60. Right? This is the future, life stages, and that's the power of Herbalife. That's coming to your Herbalife. And by the way, this product for new mom is being released in the US this year. So again, because of different health regulations, we're never sure it can be introduced in all markets. But what I want you to know is that your company, Herbalife, will remain on the cutting edge. And so here in Turkey, we have this amazing success. And this event, right, we introduced a new product. The product Hartwell, launched at this event. Are you excited about this? Yes, this event. But guess what? Later this year, we have another product coming out. Do you want to know about this product that's coming later this year to Turkey? You want to know? know. Okay. Oh.
Soru işareti.
They wouldn't let me tell you. But here's what you can know. There's a new product coming later this year. So guys, here's the message. The message is this. Your company, Herbalife, is committed to the highest standards of innovation. And I'm just going to show you one last thing, just to get you excited about the future. So in Korea, already launched just a few months ago, is this revolutionary product. Because in Korea, the Korean government encourages its citizens to take a gene test. And the reason for taking a gene test is to identify certain health factors. And now, as part of that program in Korea, our distributors are selling this gene kit where somebody will take a swab. They will take a swab of their mouth, they will send that to a laboratory. The laboratory will identify some health factors of that individual, and then Herbalife has a nutrition program to match a variety of different health factors. That is personalized nutrition at the ultimate level, and that's happening in Herbalife today. Herbalife today, absolutely the cutting edge of innovation. Guys, as I close here, let me just tell you again what an incredible honor that it has been to be with you today. How proud I am of the success of all our amazing distributors. For the new people here today, let me say again a special welcome. To the skeptical thousands, I hope you understand a little bit more about what we love about this wonderful company called Herbalife. But to all of our leaders here today, for all of your incredible success over the past 20 years, a huge congratulations. But remember, in the words of Mark Hughes, we are simply just getting started. Let's go Turkey! Let's go Turkey! Thank you all! Muhteşem! Muhteşem, gerçekten muhteşem.
Çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Herbalife Nutrition Dünya Başkanı arkadaşlar. Hak ettiği bir alkış daha gönderelim mi? Çok teşekkürler. Danışanımız ismim Selim Engin. 3 iflastan sonra bir araç içerisindeyken Mayıs 99'da